Happy New Year, everybody. It's Sunday, the first day of January 2023. Just wanted to give everyone a quick weather update on this winter situation we've got going on across the Intermountain West. It's being brought to you by Cowboy State Daily and WYDOT. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. With our quick update, the Pacific system is now developing and moving out onto the plains. We see more mountain snow falling as well. Snowfall totals coming in from the high country in the west and the Intermountain West, pretty impressive, and more coming. So we're going to have travel problems today through Tuesday with snow, some wind and icy conditions. Thankfully, there's not a lot of wind with this system, especially today and Monday, although the winds Monday afternoon, Monday night, and Tuesday do pick up. This storm is going to cover a lot of real estate, and avalanche dangers are very high across the west, especially in Colorado and Utah and southern and southwestern areas of Wyoming. Very high avalanche dangers. Be careful out there. This shows you all of the winter weather expected across the west. You can see this axis of very significant winter weather all across the region, stretching from the Great Basin through the Central Rockies all the way into the upper Midwest and the central and northwest areas of the Corn Belt. And you can see there's a lot of winter weather in all of those blue, purple, and pink areas that you see there. We are going to see the low by noon today, sliding into near Las Vegas. Southwesterly flow ahead of the system is drawing up Pacific moisture, so the air is actually not terribly cold initially, but there's going to be cold air coming in on the back side of this. The combination of the Canadian air and the Pacific energy and moisture will work together to produce a good amount of snow and wintry weather conditions. This is by noon tomorrow. The lows in southwest Colorado kind of slowly meandering its way through. Now, it's not a terribly organized storm, but it has the right combination of upslope, Pacific energy, moisture, instability, and Canadian air tapping into it. And you can see this axis of heavier moisture. This is basically what we've been showing you over the last several days, stretching from California through Utah, through western Colorado, Wyoming, into Nebraska, and into areas of South Dakota. So this is what's going to happen here over the next 72 hours. And you can see the axis of snow covering a large part of central and southern Wyoming, back into Utah, Colorado. If we focus in a little bit more, you do notice that the front range of Colorado and maybe extreme southeastern Wyoming, not going to see as much. A little bit of a down sloping pattern here. Again, this is something we've seen all winter. Our highest confidence is in this axis here from Salt Lake through southwestern Wyoming, through south central Wyoming, up through the Casper, Lander areas, through Douglas, up to Lusk, into the Pine Ridge, into western Nebraska. That area, just north and south of that line, is where the axis of the heavier snowfall is going to be. Now, I'm showing you a snowfall map here using a 10-to-1 water ratio because we're not going to be that terribly cold, but some of those amounts, I think those amounts are pretty good with this system, although there will be pockets where there may be a little bit more. So it goes without saying. Later today, tonight, Monday, into Tuesday, especially in those blue and purple and pink areas, that's where the heavier snow will fall and the hazardous travel will be developing. We mentioned avalanches. All of those triangles there mean in Colorado either an avalanche warning, in the red triangles, avalanche watches, and in the yellow triangles there. So if you're going to be headed into the backcountry, either today or through the next several days or the next week ahead, avalanche dangers are sky high. That's Utah. Then the Bridger-Teton. Not as much snow in the Bridger-Teton avalanche areas, but they are rated at considerable. So be ready for winter weather conditions. We expect them to last through Tuesday. Although snow will wind down Tuesday, the wind and the cold will continue to make travel a bit tricky across the region.